In this episode, Max and Rachel talk about how they prepped their San Diego home to go to market. So let's talk about when it was like, okay, we've now found the neighborhood, we found the house, we want to sell.
Yeah.
You know, we had gone through, seller net sheets. You knew what your loan payoff was going to be and what your net was going to be. And you're like, okay, great. This is doable. We're going to get a brand new house. It's going to be huge. It's going to be under $1 million. And it's going to be literally a $3.5 million house in San Diego, but just in a different state, but an amazing community.
Yeah.
So when that decision was made, it's like, okay, we backed into, we gotta start planning. And this is, house prep, listing prep. What was that like?
That was the stressful part.
Crazy.
That was the stressful part because we knew like we ended up purchasing the lot out here, and then what we basically had to do was work backwards with you on, okay, like this is what we ultimately need to do in terms of, this is when we want to list the house, this is when we need to sell the house, this is when we really need to start selling all of our furniture, moving out here with as little as possible.
Yeah.
Right, that was crazy.
And with two little kids in school,
two kids
and full-time jobs.
We both work full-time. Yeah, like that was it. The last year was insane. And I truly look back, I'm like, how did we get all of that done? But again, another step that you were like with us the whole way, like holding our hands. Like you came over and we calculated like, okay, we want to list at this date. This is the weekend I'm going to do an open house. You like tied that to Cinco de Mayo and did like a, what was it?
The open house.
Churro
guy. Yeah.
That was so great. But yeah, you really helped us in like setting those expectations. You had the great part too was that you had all the contacts for us of, the paint guy, this is that guy, you went through the house with us, discussed what we needed to get fixed, and then you had all the people to do it for us,
yes,
which was so incredibly helpful because I can't even imagine like having to do that research on top of everything else that we were doing at the time. Yeah. But yeah, it was like we just spent so much time getting rid of as much as we could to try and, give that like minimalist feel. God, it's like, It feels like a million years ago.
No, it does feel like a long time ago. But yeah, just for like your listeners that are like potentially listening to this and contemplating a move, whether it's in San Diego or wherever else, like that was a big part of this too. Because going back to what Rachel was saying, we were juggling a lot, both working from home, full-time jobs, kids, all that type of stuff. But the big part was that you put everything together in terms of, okay, like this is when I'm going to come over. I've got the photography guy. I've got the guy with the drone. We're going to do the open house. This is the theme, Cinco de Mayo. You knocked all of that stuff out for us. You had the guy for the painting, like Rachel was saying. You helped us like fix a lot of the areas of the house that needed to be fixed in regards to having it be show ready. You really helped me kind of navigate, because in my opinion, I was like, oh God, we got to fix everything. Like we got to make this thing look amazing. And you were like, calm down, Max. Like this is what we actually need to focus on. This is what we don't.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like, okay, we got to drop money into A, B, C, X, Y, Z. And you're like, no, we don't. Like this is what's necessary. Yeah. This is probably going to be your priorities. This is the stuff we don't have to focus on. And that was honestly really, really helpful.